Hello and good evening again from Taiwan. I'm extending a very warm welcome to everybody out there in the YouTube universe. And again, with the teachings of Dr. Ray Higgins, I want to continue exposing the theft of ancient Kemitic spirituality. It's important that we know that some Europeans went into our motherland of ancient Africa and Kemit, and they stole our African story. And we need to be made aware of that because it is our African story that they are representing back to us in their ethnicity. With nothing further ado, let's get into this conversation again from Dr. Ray Higgins.
Osiris is the typical God man. Now, before y'all get too deep into this, am I preaching Osiris? No. I'm trying to show you where they stole their story from. You follow what I'm saying? Because the truth of the matter is, Osiris didn't exist either. It's all myth. It's stories. Allegory. Thank you. But my point is, the first story was ours. It was African. Look at this brother. Everybody say Narmer. Pharaoh. They can't even date this dude. Now, one of the things that I'm telling y'all right now, everything you see about Egypt is going to have to be, if you get it from their books, from the internet, whatever, it's going to have to say this side of 4004 BC. That's right. Everything you read about Egypt, when you read about Narmer, and they came to date this dude, okay? He was the first pharaoh before the first dynasty. Okay? Pharaoh Narmer. Older than 4004. But the reason why they have to put everything on this side of 4004 is because Adam is the beginning of their story. And according to James Usher, a bishop of the Roman Catholic Church, Adam was created, or the Genesis 1:1 dates back to 4004 BC. Which means, according to their story, all this that's out here is no older than what? 6,009 years old, right? Come on, man. Give me a break. Okay, let's get to some evidence here now. You saw the literature that was instrumental in turning my life around. Yes. That one book. I said, this is so, I got to do some more reading. I got to do some more research. And then the reading was insufficient. I said, okay, I see all this. Now I need to go to Egypt. I need to go see for myself what is. Now, here's the thing I want y'all, I don't know how many of y'all have ever heard of Jerusalem before. I don't know how many of y'all have ever heard of the footsteps where Jesus walked. And Calvary's Hill and all this kind of stuff. And when you go to church, every Baptist preacher must conclude his message with a trip to Calvary. Got to get you to Calvary. If you go to Jerusalem right now, there's not one pebble in Jerusalem, not one stone of a temple called Solomon's Temple. There's not one stone of any tomb mentioned in the Bible. When you go over there, you know what they'll say to you? They'll say, it is believed that this was the place of the tomb of Joseph of Arimathea where they laid Jesus. It is believed. When you go over there, they'll say, it is believed that this was the road that led to Golgotha's hill. It is believed. Guess what, y'all? I do not have to say, it is believed that this is the bent pyramid of Sneferu. Can I get an ashe? We standing there looking at it. That's the brother over there, he and I. We're standing there looking at this thing in awe. Now, many times I've been there, I can't help it. When I stand in front of this thing, I get in awe all over again. Now, see, we're standing back looking at this. It doesn't look that big because we're kind of far back from it. This is the bent pyramid of Sneferu. On the Giza Plateau, you got 3 pyramids. You'll see them. This is the father, granddaddy of those 3 pharaohs. There's an example of how big each block is in this pyramid. That's the corner there. That sister from New Jersey who said, I made it! You know, it's one thing to look at the Discovery Channel and see this stuff. It's another thing to go there and touch it for yourself. Now, the deep thing is you saw an imperfect pyramid. The Egyptians were very, very particular about things. When Sneferu saw that the pyramid was bent, that's what it's called, he made them build him another one. And that's this one back here. The perfect pyramid of Sneferu. And here we are getting ready to climb into it. Y'all, I'm telling you, I could stand here for the next week and not transmit to you the essence of this experience. Here's, we had to climb up these steps into that entrance right there. Here you see Minister Eldridge going down the shaft of that pyramid. You see how smart? You got to bend over to get down in it, right? Here's the deep thing, people. Down inside the womb of this pyramid. Now, can y'all see these little circles here? Look like little water spots. I thought there was something wrong with the lens of my camera. I can't explain this to you until people start sharing their photos with me. And everybody's photos that I have of the inside of this pyramid, those little spots are on their lens or on their photos as well. See them? Okay? See them? I can't tell you what it is. It's almost like, man, you know, one kind of things, because when you step, it's the same camera. When I go to other photos, you won't see them. Here they are again. Don't pay no attention to my stomach there, okay? We finally came up out of the thing. No spots. Everybody's camera, same thing. Is it possible? Is it just possible that when we were down there calling, see, we got down in there and we start saying, all ancestors, blacker than 1,000 midnights. Man,
I hope you watched that video in its entirety. What did you learn new in that video? Was there anything fascinating and interesting to you? For me, I find it all to be fascinating and interesting because I'm learning more about who our ancestors were. And as hearing this little bit of information being shared by Dr. Ray Higgins, I feel as if I am given more puzzle pieces to continue putting together in order to reconstruct my African identity, my self-assurance, my self-worth, and my African story. Yes, I was born and raised in the USA, but my ancestors, they came aboard a vessel headed towards slavery in the USA. I'm African American, y'all. Just light skin, okay? So anyways, before I leave this video, hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment, and share. This is CAC, or my spirituality journey. I'm out.